What I do like is that my contact cement did not leave much of a mess. So that's actually pretty, that makes me feel pretty good about using this and not having to worry about it staining as long as I'm careful. So then from here, this is the harder one. It's like, how do I want to attach this wire? Like, one option is to double up all of these. If I double them up, I can just sort of sandwich it. But then that's probably a little wider than I'd want. Actually, that may not be the worst idea in the world. I should try one of those. I did want to Dremel the edge of these. Let's get my Dremel out. It's one of those like really small things that I got earlier, so I've still got this beast of a bit in there. This is something that a lot of cosplayers, like you'll see them not do, and this adds so much to a cosplay. Just even on really thin foam like this, just coming in and some glue on my fingers, hitting the edge just to bevel that hard edge out. Like when I got all these people that were shocked. It was like, wow, that's foam on my Thor cosplay, and they were trying to figure out why it looked so much like leather, was that I spent the time doing this. Because very few things have like that exact hard edge that like a sheet of foam has. So just kind of taking, like it doesn't even like take much off, like it's not making a mess or anything. And just hitting that go a long, long way. Light in here a little closer. Hello. Also let me clean up the tip a little bit. Bonk the mic. Oh, it was probably because of it's probably noise. It was probably trying to remove the background noise from this. I probably sound robotic, but at least you can hear me. So the next thing, where is my heat gun? That is my heat gun. Right where it always is. So this is the fun part. This is if we heat it with some heat. This is also hopefully going to make this curl up a little bit. I heat it a little bit more because this is an experiment. Yeah, there we go. Well, that was probably too much. Maybe not too much because see the tip, I can probably undo that. Nice. Whew. So again, you add a little heat to it, and that starts to also kind of curl a little bit. And then when it's done, I can still also kind of come in and adjust it a little bit myself too. Maybe continue to, let me just getting a feel for the material. So when I Dremel, and again, you'll probably be hearing that feedback again, my advice I always give to people is to go in one direction, don't go back and forth, and that always gets you a much cleaner result. And my plan, and this is going to be really annoying, is to, once I know exactly how I want to do these, to spend a lot of time on each pedal. Because this is going to be right around my face. I want this to look good. And so like being like really careful and thoughtful about each leaf will sort of add up overall. So that feels pretty good. And then my next question is, man, how do I attach this? This could be a robo himbo, like the audio. Because what I want to do is I want to sit this in there just like this. And like the best glue I can think of would probably be E6000, but that's going to be really hard to get placed so perfectly and not making a mess. Super glue is going to be too brittle. Super glue is not flexible. I want something flexible, which is why I was thinking of E6000. I'm also wondering, yeah, this. So it actually kind of is interesting. Can I almost wedge it in? This is like super a dangerous thought because like this is gonna make petals fall off at a con. Can I wedge it into this crack somehow? E6000, yeah, E6000 is a fantastic glue. It is it's like a silicone based glue that's very flexible. It's used a lot for like rhinestoning, or if you need to glue something on a fabric because it's flexible. That's what's really great about it. It has a really long setup time. It's around 5 minutes to be workable, but then like a full like 3 days to fully cure. But if you ever see like a gown that's covered in stones, that's E6000. Part of me also is like, because I like this. I like seeing the little bit of black there. Because that's kind of cool. Because it looks more purposeful than, and actually, and it seems to be, I guess the contact cement kind of hugging this. So I could try putting contact. Let me try this on the next one. So contact cement ready. I'm gonna put some more contact cement, but I'm gonna do it onto this. Let's see if the contact cement will actually bring all of this together like magic. This is what's also fun in cosplay. There's always like this step of experimentation. Like I have not done this before. I am trying to achieve an effect. I have a few ideas and some hypotheses about what will ultimately help me achieve that goal. But until you do it, you don't know. So we're going to test this on this one. Now, also I'm realizing now that I'm putting a lot of this stuff on, that's going to be visible. Let's be really careful with how much we put on here. We're going to let that dry for a little bit longer while we go back to our little installing over here. Cheers. Cool, my Arduino IDE has been set up. That's exciting. So once that is set up, when I'm done installing the IDE, come back to this page to continue to the Flora guide. Great. Allowing access. It's asking for me to install lots of things. Just gonna click the button. Are you done yet? Oh, I'm giving this app lots of permissions on my computer right now. All right. So now I guess, ooh, this may be, do I have a USB cable? I think I do. Where was that board that I was working with? Let's move this out of the way. Okay, put it in here, right? I'm very disorganized today, clearly. Where was my little circle guy? There we are. Okay, so this has a little USB attachment to it. I think it's this kind. Nope, that is like the Windows kind. Do I have a USB cable, a normal one? And if so, where would I have put it? I mostly use USB. I will probably dig for one here in a bit. I think I know. I have one of those things that everyone has, like the box of cables. I'm just gonna probably have to go to that. We're gonna come back to this. We're multitasking. We're going back and forth. Okay, this is nice and tacky. So this time we're gonna try something different. We have contact cement on this, and we have contact cement on this. And we're going to try to sandwich them all together. I'm going to bring that right into the tip. Bring these together. This is very interesting. What is this? This is me making these things. How you doing, Ed? Hey, Laxian. Well, first time chatting, I see. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Dr. Casey, bringing all the friends. So I think this is gonna work. This is actually pretty good because then I can also kind of use this to also shape the leaf as well. And then I can take this, and when I have the main piece, I can take this and I can then attach these all along the way like that. And then I can position these however I need to on that. I think that's gonna work out pretty well. And it seems to be sturdy enough. I do think this is gonna work. The only other thing I might try, oh, and I forgot to heat. I forgot to apply the heat. Give it that nice curl. I also never sanded this one. I have one other thing I want to test, and then we can start grooving on this. Oh, hello, hello. How's it going? Testing. Yeah, this is my brand new crafting space. So I've moved. I'm in a new space. I am no longer in a bedroom. Um, and I'm all set up. You can, if you would like, you can change the color in the background with the exclamation point like pink. If you also redeem a thwarp it will react. If I get a new follower, if someone who doesn't follow me follows me right now, we can test to see whether this thing works. Just saying, if anybody wants to follow me. Will the void ever? No, the void is gone. I have escaped. I have escaped the void. But yeah, no, this is the new space. A much bigger apartment. Have an entire dedicated cosplay closet. But yeah, we are working on my new cosplay. I'm working on Hades from Hades. And today we're starting working on his little wreath thing. We're figuring out exactly how we want to do these like little foam petals. I think I'm close to getting it. You'll also be excited because I'm also going to be doing. I'm actually in the process of setting up my Arduino as well, which I know testing you do a lot. Oh no! Luckily, I do not want to hit the wire with this because that removes the black.